everyone, it's Radhika. Welcome back to DataZard. If you haven't subscribed my channel already, then please do subscribe as I don't want you to miss out on any future videos. Today we are going to be working with Workout Wednesday 2022 Week 3 Challenge and we are going to be creating this visualization. So without further ado, let's jump into our Power BI desktop. We first need to get data into Power BI. The data is in the form of a CSV file. So I will select text by CSV and then select my file and click on open. Now I will select transform data as we need to put some transformations in the data and also create a date table. So these are loaded all right. We will create a date table and for that I will right click on stocks and click on reference and then create the date table. So I'll rename it as date. We only want the date column. So I will right click on the date column and select remove other columns. And then in here, because there could be duplicates in the table, so I'm just going to right click and click on remove duplicates. Now this is our date table which we created using reference and we created it using reference because if there are any changes that come in the stocks table in the date values, then they get reflected in this date table. Now once this is done, I will click on close and apply. Next, we need a measure for getting the percentage change from the date selected. So let us right click on the stocks table and I am just going to create my measure in the stocks table. I will call this measure percent change from selected date. So there will be a date that the user will select in the slicer and we want what is the change from that date to the current date for our stocks value. So I'll need to create a few variables first. So first we will get the selected value in the date slicer and our date slicer will be formed from this dates table. So let me just increase the size here. First we will create a variable called selected date value that will be equal to selected value from the dates table of the dates column. Next we create another variable which is what is the current stock value, because we will need the current stock value and then we will need the stock value at the selected date so that we can find the percentage change. So current stock value would be what is the maximum close price, because it will have the context there. And then we need selected date stocks value. So we just need to calculate what is the max close price when the stocks date is equal to the selected date. So the date coming from the stocks column, when is that equal to date that is selected in the slicer, which is coming from the dates table. Now all we need to do is get a return statement where we divide. We need to get the difference because it is a percentage change. So difference would be from the current value from the selected date stocks value. And then we need to divide this by the selected date stocks value and the alternate result is 0. And that's our measure created. Now first let us get the slicer. So I'll choose this slicer and get the dates table. And here I'll just format this so that it is a drop down, and I will also format this date so that it is in the form of month, date, month and year, like that. To create the line chart, I will first select the line chart, then let us get the date into x-axis, and we just want the date, we don't want the date hierarchy, so I'll get date from here. And then on y-axis, I want the percentage change column that I have created. And this is how the line chart would look like. We want the company on the legend because we want to show it per company. So let's bring company on legend. And when we change the date from here, let's say we choose 1st November 20. That's what's chosen in the visual as well, like the challenge as well. If we do that, then we get our line chart. We want a reference line as well. So for that, let us format the line chart. Firstly, we will need to get the title, and in title we want the dynamic date. So we want this date to be shown on the title. So for that we will create a measure. So I'm right clicking on stocks table and create a measure, and I will call this title. Let me just increase the size here. So that will be equal to, we would need a concatenation operation. So the first thing would be percentage difference in stock close price from, and then we need the date. So for that we can get the date from the selected value measure, and we pass the date from the dates column because that's what is in the slicer. But this will not give us the correct format. So if I click on here, let's go to our title. We will need to choose conditional formatting from the field value, and the field value should be title. If I bring this, we get the date in a different format. Our format is date, then month, full month name, and then the year. So for that, we can use a format function. So I'm using format. First argument will be what you want to format, and the next argument will be what is the format that you want to use. So we want DD triple M for the month name and YY. And now if we do that, we get 1st November 2020, which is in the right format. Let us change the background as well. So I'll go into canvas background and select this orange color with, let's say, 80% transparency. And I will turn off the background for these visuals. So turning it off for the line chart, and then I'll click on the slicer and then turn off the background for that as well. I will just increase the size of the title. We don't want the company legend, so I will turn off the legend here. We want the series label, so I'll turn on the series label so that we get the name of the company at the end. Let us match that to the line color. So for that, I'll go to values, and in values, first series I'll select is Tesla. That is in this color. Let us increase the size as well so that they are properly visible. Then I'll select Facebook, which is in a blue color. So I'll select this blue color, and I'll increase the size for this too. Now, if you see here, our Facebook is getting cut off. So for that, let's first go to all so that we can change the maximum width. Let's say we want the maximum width to be 10, and on the right hand side. And then if I choose now Google, Google is in this blue color. So let's select the blue color, and I'll increase the size again to 14. And then lastly for Netflix, which is in the orange color. So I'll choose this orange, and again size as 14. I'll also increase the size of the x-axis values. So go into x-axis and increase the size to 14. We don't want the title, so I'll turn off the title. Going into y-axis, I'll also choose the size as 14 here. And we don't want the title, so I'll turn off the titles. These are coming as decimal values, but we want these as percentage values. So I'll go into percentage change measure that we created, and I will change this into a percentage value, and we don't want any decimal places. Now let us just format this slicer. So for title, we want reference date. Let's change the font. We don't want the slicer header, so I'll turn that off. And for slicer value also, I'll increase this to 15 so that it's clearly visible. Place a text box at the top which says, choose a date to see how the stock close price changed from that reference point. And let us just format this. So for formatting, I'll place this first at the top and change the font to 18. And I'll turn off the background. To add a reference line here. So for that reference line, we will need to create a measure first. Let us first enable the reference line. So I'll go into reference line and we can just add a line. The type of the line would be x-axis constant line. And in this, we need to choose a value. And this value would be what is the date selected over here. So for that, let us create a measure. I will call this selected date in slicer. That will be equal to selected value of the dates column in the dates table. And then what we can do is we can do conditional formatting from the field value, which is selected date in slicer, and click on OK. So then our reference point will show like that here. We can change the formatting. So I can choose this dark gray color. And if I change the date from here, let's say I choose 1st February 2020, then the line shifts over there. This is how the final visual will look like. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next one.